You probably know about this organizer who's been on Oprah a lot, Peter Walsh. He says that, clutter can make your butt look fat. In other words, if you don't pay attention to what you stock in your refrigerator or your pantry or just the junk in your home, gradually your life just becomes fat.
It really does. In my book, Real Solutions for Busy Moms, Your Guide to Success and Sanity, which I wrote because I need so much help, that's one of the topics that I do discuss, everything from financial crisis, how do we keep our kids safe in this crazy time in which we live, to our own health. And clutter is something that I address. Also, when you get on a plane, one of the first things a flight attendant says is put on your own oxygen mask first. Then you can take care of those around you. As women, so often we're nurturing, we're taking care of everybody else. But if we don't take care of ourselves, we're not going to be any good to anybody. So it's important, and don't beat yourself up. I mean, it's tough. I can't say, you mentioned, you're keeping it off just great, or I don't remember exactly how you said it, but it's up and down. It's not perfect. I have an idea of a range I'd like to stay in, but I'm telling you, after I admit, I raid the kids' Halloween candy. It's my biggest modeling secret. I'll share that with you. It's a good photo retoucher. That's what it is.
Photoshop, huh?
Photoshop is so easy now. I can practically do it myself.
Yeah, you can lose 10 pounds right there. Thank you, computer.
Absolutely. You can lose all kinds of things. It's great. But again, the motivation, being healthy, being strong, that's what really drives me.
So how do you juggle it all with your house and your family? And gosh, you guys had to evacuate with a fire in Santa Barbara area last year too, right? I mean, you've got so much coming in and out of your world, and yet you seem so together and serene, and it's all just flowing.
Well, you're kind. Some days I am horrible at it. And the 2 fires this past year, we have evacuated both times. We were extremely fortunate that our home was spared. So many lost theirs, but my goodness, crazy stuff that everybody's dealing with. And I really believe it's important that each person figures out what their values are. And not only, and I share this with young people often, but it's true no matter what our age. Figure out what your values are and then why. Have conviction for it. Because if you don't have conviction for what you believe in, your values will be challenged and you won't be able to stand for them. And then find boundaries to protect those values. For me, my values are my faith, my family, and then being of service through our work. And the minute the priorities are out of order, it's really obvious. I mean, my family can see it. Our kids can see it. The stress is unmanageable. My coping skills go out the window. I have to give myself a timeout. I'm just trying to crawl from point A to point B, and I'm not effective at anything. It's a daily struggle, and I don't get it right every day, but it's a daily struggle. And when I do honor those priorities, that's how I get my peace. So, on my own, forget it. I'm a disaster.
So besides your clear your faith and your spiritual convictions, in terms of just organizing your mental space and the world around you, what do you do? Do you have an organizer, or you do things on the computer? And I'm sure you have some help too, but I mean, mentally, how do you have these lists so that you're going to be at point A to point B to keep your business, to keep your home and everything in order?
Well, I work with a team. It's interesting because sometimes when we're traveling, people think I have an entourage. I don't even have an assistant.
Oh.
Never had one. But I work with a team. We started our brands in '93 with a pair of socks for my kitchen table. I was pregnant with our first child. And while some people were spending money on clothes and cars, I was investing in people. I know my strengths, painfully aware of my weaknesses. And I love the idea of working with a team. I've always loved team sports. So an art director, creative director, experts in marketing, production, a vision strategist. Most of us have been together over 20 years now, and really working with people who can help me be efficient with my time. That's really helpful to me. And I've gotten better on the computer. I really, for the longest time, just felt like a tech dork, and it's something I continue to work on.
But you're on Twitter. You're on Twitter and Facebook.
I am.
Yeah.
Oh, our president and COO, Stephen Roseberry, was on me for the longest time. You got to do this Twitter thing, and I just said no. I resisted it. I said, frankly, I feel like I'm over communicating. I don't want another thing.
Yeah.
And I was late to the party, but I've got to say, and I went to Twitter really as a busy mom, just thinking, okay, I'm going to connect with some other moms. I'm going to learn some things here. And I had no idea what an impact it would have on my life, on our business. I've met so many great people. I mean, friends. I've met some really good friends that I never would have known, so I'm so grateful. And I'm inspired by the people I meet, and how wonderful, too. I mean, they'll help me out. We're doing a focus group, and I need to know what kind of finish to use for our girls' bedroom set, and they let me know what they want loud and clear, and it's really wonderful to have that instant information.
And talk about how your brand in so many ways helps our homes become more beautiful, from lamps to bedding. I mean, you've got pretty much everything covered. It's
the mission, again, is finding solutions for families, especially busy moms, and it's making it's got to have a solution to it. It's got to make her day better. When I became a mom for the first time, I mean, greatest blessing. I also very quickly learned how underserved busy moms are. Just taking a shower is a luxury that doesn't always happen. Shower in a bottle is oftentimes the way I have to go. There's just not always time. But it's tough. So we want to make it easy for her. And if a team member brings a suggestion and there's no solution attached, it doesn't make it into the brand. We've got 4 promises: fashion, quality, value, and safety. The way our team works, I serve as CEO and chief designer. Our team travels the globe. We collect raw materials we want to see translated into product. We sketch and photograph everything from color, architecture, lifestyle, design, and focus groups are critical. Our customer is the most critical part of that design team, just gathering information. And it's a collaborative effort. It's back and forth, tweaking, refining, and bringing those designs to market. We've developed style guides that span the globe. So if mom wants to do a room in Aloha, we have products in that style guide, everything from flooring to window coverings, windows, bedding, furniture, lighting, ceiling fan, florals. You can tie it all together with a plumeria scented candle from our Aloha style guide. But and it's all on our website, kathyireland.com, under our products. We don't sell anything on that site. It's a communication channel, and it's a way for mom to really get informed about what it is that she wants before she makes the heroic effort to shop. And so we try to give her as much information as we can, and also just living solutions. It's tough out there. I know I need as much help as I can get. My friend Chef Andre of A Cafe, he helps me out in the area of cooking, entertaining, and he also is an extraordinary designer for so many of our collections. And Nicholas Walker, he's a world-renowned landscape designer of Jardin J. Duget, and bringing the outdoors in is something that we like to do with all of our designs. Mm-hmm. So both Chef Andre and Nicholas design.
You're surrounded by the best people. And so is that something you would advise to those of us who are listening going, wow, I want to be more like Kathy Ireland. I want to be an entrepreneur. I want to have my own business at home. I mean, besides, being positive and not listening to the naysayers, is it having the right team or what else to get launched and really get that niche?
Well, absolutely. I mean, turn down the noise of negativity, and it's okay to ask for help. Sometimes as women, we try to do everything on our own, and it's okay to ask for help. And maybe it's a graduate student. Maybe somebody will work with you on an intern level. There's a lot of ways to go there, but to get some help, I think, is really important. And ways in which you can work at home. In this economy, what I'm hearing, it's people want a job. And as I mentioned earlier, our team is great. Most of us have been together over 20 years. There's not a lot of turnover. It's great for us, but there's also not a lot of opportunity for people looking for work.
Right.
And we developed something called Kathy Ireland Greetings. And you can learn about that on our website, too, or kathyirelandgreetings.com. And it's a way to unleash the entrepreneur within. You can enter this field as a person who just loves the greeting cards, and it's a great way. This is how I do my Christmas cards, because it used to take me so much time to do, and it's such a solution. Birthday invitations, all of it, and business correspondence as well. It's wonderful. It's your own handwriting, your own message. It comes in an envelope stamped in the mail. It's not any of those email products that oftentimes can have viruses, which I wasn't aware of.
Nice.
So this is it's a great solution. It's very affordable, and you get to be creative and design it yourself. And it's also a great business for people to, if you've got that entrepreneurial spirit and you want to work your own hours from home, it could be a great solution.
Check it out.
You can check it out and see if it's a good fit for you.
And in your spare time, you dance with the stars, right? What was that like? Was that kind of fun? It seemed like it was fun.
I'm not a star, and for anybody who saw my brief twirl, you'll see that I'm not a dancer. But it was an opportunity to earn money for a nonprofit close to my heart, the Alliance for Christian Education, and its pilot program, Providence Hall High School in Santa Barbara. So I got the big boot, and the school got the money, and I was really grateful for that, because a lot of kids who otherwise might not have the opportunity for an extraordinary college prep education will get it.
Well, Kathy, you've been so generous with your time. Let's once again tell people how they can make the donation to the Make-A-Wish Foundation and a little bit of the competition with the Latisse folks.
Absolutely. It's a friendly competition I'm in with Chelsea Hightower of Dancing with the Stars. She's one of the professionals. And Bobby Thomas, who is an amazing stylist. And the three of us, please join one of our teams. And you're going to help make kids' dreams come true. Latisse has donated already $250,000 towards this campaign. And again, when I see corporate America standing up, businesses are sadly folding right and left, businesses that nonprofits are dependent upon for their survival. So when I see corporate America standing up, I'm excited, and I really need to support them. And I'm really grateful for this. I've been involved with MakeAWish for the past 16 years.
Well, thank you, Kathy. And the website for people to find that is wish.org, and yours is kathyireland.com. So thank you for sharing a big chunk of your time on this Saturday. Love you, Kathy Ireland. We'll watch for the next big brand. Go ahead, I'm sorry. LatisseWishesChallenge.com. Okay, thank you, Kathy. We'll talk to you again sometime. Hopefully you come to the studio from Santa Barbara next time. All right, next we're going to shift gears and talk about that best friend of yours, that cute little dog. Okay, my sheepdogs, they're adorable, but they're not perfect, and I know that your dogs aren't either. And so we're going to talk with an expert who can help us come over, with some problems that might be annoying you and your friends and the relatives when they knock on the door. I know, I can relate. Home Wizard Cindy Dole here. We're back here on KFWB News Talk 980 right after this.
I love her so.